Ravi, Minal, Himanshu, Amit, Santosh, Ankit, Usha and Savita are 8 persons sitting around a circle facing center in one arrangement and in a straight line facing north in another arrangement. So basically 8 persons, Ravi, Minal, Himanshu, Amit, Santosh, Ankit, Usha and Savita, who are seated around a circle facing the center and seated in a straight line also in another arrangement. I mean not simultaneously, but in another arrangement they are seated in a straight line facing north. So basically we'll have to do 2 arrangements, one circular and the other linear. Now see what it says. The first statement, Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle. Now one simplicity here is that all the persons seated around the circle are facing center, and you know what happens when persons are facing center, right? Left is clockwise, right is anti-clockwise. And when they're seated in the straight line, all of them are facing north. So when persons are facing north, left is towards the left and right is towards the right. Okay, so that complexity of left and right is not present here. Okay, it's very easy to go by the directions. Okay, now Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle, but both are not immediate neighbors of each other in the straight line. Okay, Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle, but both are not immediate neighbors of each other in the straight line. So let us first put a circle. I have limited space, so I'll draw smaller circles here. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know that it's very easy to start the arrangement on a circle, but when you're doing it on a straight line, you have to be careful, right? So I'll draw it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so these are this is the linear arrangement and the circular one. So read the first point. Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle. Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle. Okay, so let's say this is Savita. Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita. What is left of Savita? Clockwise. So Usha would come here. Okay, Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle, but both are not immediate neighbors of each other in the straight line. So when you're arranging them in the straight line, you should ensure that both of them are not immediate neighbors, which cannot be done easily now. So we'll put it on hold. Next, Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the circle, while fourth to his left in the straight line. So Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the circle, third to the right of Minal in the circle, while fourth to his left in the straight line. So can we do something about this? Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the circle, while fourth to his left in the straight line. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We'll read all the statements and then see what is the best one to go with next, right? The one who sits on the immediate left of Minal in straight line is sitting to the immediate right of Minal in the circle. So whoever sits on the left of Minal in straight line will sit on the right of Minal in the circle. Then Ankit and Himanshu are the immediate neighbors of Minal in both the arrangements. Now this is interesting. Ankit and Himanshu are the immediate neighbors of Minal in both the arrangements, but Himanshu is not at the extreme ends of the row. So let us use this point. It says Ankit and Himanshu are immediate neighbors of Minal in both the arrangements. Right, in both the arrangements, in linear as well as circular arrangements. So what does it mean? Minal will come between Ankit and Himanshu. Let's say this is Ankit and here is Himanshu. Again, their positions can be interchanged, right? Because we don't know whether it is Himanshu Minal Ankit or Ankit Minal Himanshu, right? So that order can be changed, but in the straight line as well as in the circular arrangement, even when you put it in a circular arrangement, Ankit and Himanshu are the immediate neighbors. So clearly, Minal should sit. Basically, the point that we can understand from this one is Minal should sit between Ankit and Himanshu, right? Minal has to sit between Ankit and Himanshu. Okay, Minal has to sit between Ankit and Himanshu. Now, try to put that in the circular arrangement. See, let us look at the possible positions of Minal. Can Minal come in this position? No. Why? Minal's immediate neighbors are Ankit and Himanshu. Here the neighbor of Minal is Usha. So Minal cannot come in this position. Right? I don't know if it is Minal or Minal, whatever. Right? Look at this position. Can Minal come in this position? No. Because we know that Minal's immediate neighbors are Himanshu and Ankit. Here the immediate neighbor of Minal is Savita. So Minal cannot come here. Now these are the 4 possible positions for Minal. Yes or no? Minal can come here with Ankit and Himanshu in the other 2 positions. Minal can come here with Ankit and Himanshu in these 2 positions. Minal can come here with Ankit and Himanshu in these 2 positions. And Minal can also come here with Ankit and Himanshu in these 2 positions. So there are 4 possibilities for Minal on the circular arrangement. But again, doing all 4 would be complex. So let's try to use some other statement given with respect to Minal so that we can eliminate some of these positions. Like for example, look at this statement now. Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the circle. Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the circle. Now use this point. You know that right is anti-clockwise, right? So let us assume Minal sits here. Minal comes in this position, right? Santosh has to come third to the right. Right is anti-clockwise. So if Minal comes here, first, second, third, Santosh has to come here. But this seat is already occupied by Savita. So I can conclude that Minal cannot sit here. Are you able to follow? If Minal comes here, Santosh should be third to the right. First, second and third. But Santosh cannot come here because it is already occupied by Savita. So Minal cannot come there. Can Minal come in this position? Here on top position? Let's see. If Minal comes here, Santosh should come third to the right. So first, second, third. This should be Santosh. But here it is Usha. So clearly Minal cannot come in this position as well. Can Minal come in the other two positions? Yes, both are possible. See, if you take Minal here, Santosh is third to the right. First, second, third. Santosh can come here. Or if you take Minal here, first, second, third. Santosh may come here. So there are two possibilities for the circular arrangement. So let us consider those two. Are you able to follow? So what I will do is I will draw one more circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me first fix Savita and Usha. Now we are taking two possible positions for Minal. Let us say this is Minal in first circle. This is the Minal's position in second circle. Okay, and accordingly mark Santosh third to the right. First, second, third. This will be Santosh. Here, first, second, third. This position would be for Santosh. Clear? And remember that the immediate neighbours of Minal are Ankit and Himanshu. So I can say these two positions are occupied by Ankit and Himanshu. Are you able to follow? So let me clear all these cross marks here. So basically in some order, I mean we can say Ankit or Himanshu. Here it will be Ankit or Himanshu. I mean who will come in which place we'll fix later, but Ankit and Himanshu will take those two positions. Similarly here also Ankit or Himanshu. Here Ankit and Himanshu. Alright. Now there's one more statement given that Himanshu is not at the extreme ends of the row. We have not done anything with respect to the linear arrangement so far, right? We have only tried to do the circular arrangements, and we have got two possibilities here, right? Case 1 and case 2. Now read the other statements. What else is given? The one who sits on the immediate left of Minal in straight line is sitting on the immediate right of Minal in the circle. So I think this point will help us find out where is Ankit and where is Himanshu, right? We'll use that later. Next, one of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight line sits opposite to Savita in the circle. This again is not very useful immediately. The one who sits on extreme left end sits second to the right of Santosh in the circle. Savita is not the immediate left of Ankit in both the arrangements. Okay, so this point can be used for the second case. We know that Savita is not an immediate neighbour of Ankit. Savita is not an immediate left of Ankit in both arrangements. Here if you take Ankit in this position, Savita will become immediate left of Ankit. So Ankit cannot come here. So basically we can rule out Ankit cannot come here. This should be Himanshu and here should be Ankit. Why? Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit. So if you take Ankit here, Savita will become on the immediate left of Ankit. But we know that Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit. So going by that, you can eliminate Ankit's position here and Himanshu's position there. So Himanshu would come here with Ankit there. That's it. I think with respect to the circular arrangement, only this is the data available. Let's try and do the linear arrangement now, right? What are the points given with respect to linear arrangement? I think the first point that we had was, the first point is of course Usha and Savita are not immediate neighbours, but that is not very useful. Look at this. Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the circle, which we have already used, while fourth to his left in the straight line. Santosh sits, while is for the first person, right? You know that while always refers to the first person. So Santosh sits fourth to the left of whom? Minal, right? In the straight line. Santosh sits third to the right of Minal in the straight line, while fourth to his left in the straight line. So Santosh is fourth to Minal's left in the straight line. Now when you are doing a straight line arrangement, you know that all these persons are facing north. So left is towards left and right is towards right. What does it say? Santosh is fourth to the left of Minal. So let us assume this is Minal's position and just writing it, outside, because you know that in linear arrangement you cannot start directly on the arrangement itself. You have to first make a pictorial representation and then try to fix it on the given straight line. So Santosh is fourth to the left of Minal. So this is Minal, fourth to the left of Minal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Santosh would come here. Yes or no? This point is applicable for both the arrangements. this is the point for linear arrangement basically, right? Santosh sits fourth to his left in straight line. So Minal and then fourth to the left of Minal. First, second, third, fourth. This is Santosh's position. Then, what else is given? The one who sits on the immediate left of Minal in straight line is sitting on the immediate right of Minal in the circle. Again, we know that, one point that we know is Ankit and Himanshu are immediate neighbours of Minal in both arrangements, right? So what I'll do is, block these positions for Ankit and Himanshu. Ankit and Himanshu. I mean, which order we don't know, but they will take these two positions. I mean, they can interchange their positions. I'm trying to draw this arrow just to indicate that they can interchange their positions. So far we have got how many arrangements? I mean, how many seats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seats have been plotted. 2 more seats have to come. Now, where will those 2 seats come? On the left of Santosh or on the right of this side, or one on each side is not very clear. But this is what we have so far, right? So don't worry about this Ankit and Himanshu's position, because this statement will help us. The one who sits on the immediate left of Minal in straight line is sitting on the immediate right of Minal in the circle. So whoever is sitting on the immediate left of Minal in straight line is sitting on the immediate right of Minal in the circle. Now, like for example, if you look at case 2, the immediate right of Minal is Ankit. So he will be on the immediate left of Minal. I hope you are able to follow. Basically, I think we'll have to do two linear arrangements also. This is case 1 and this is case 1's linear arrangement. This is case 2 and case 2's linear arrangement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You getting it? And of course, one of these pairs will come out to be correct, right? Either case 1 in both will be correct or case 2 in both will be correct. But let us try to get some pictorial. So whatever we are doing on this right hand side, the linear arrangement on the right hand side is applicable for both of them so far. Okay. One of the immediate neighbours of Savitae in straight line sits opposite Savitae in the circle. One of the immediate neighbours of Savitae in straight line sits opposite Savitae in the circle. The one who sits on the extreme left end sits second to the right of Santosh in the circle. Who sits on the extreme left end sits second to the right of Santosh in the circle. Who is second to the right of Santosh in the circle? Second to the right of Santosh here is Savita, and here it is Usha. So let us start with this point. Let us use this point. The one who sits on the extreme left end sits second to the right of Santosh in the circle. Now with respect to first circle, who is second to the right of Santosh? Second to the right of Santosh is Savita. So Savita sits on the extreme left end. With respect to second circle, who is second to the right of Santosh? Usha. So Usha sits on the extreme left end. Are you able to follow? So this point has been used. The one who sits on the extreme left end sits second to the right of Santosh. So with respect to case 1, second to the right of Santosh is Savita. So Savita comes here, extreme left hand. And with respect to case 2, second to the right of Santosh is Usha. So Usha comes here on the extreme left hand. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit in both arrangements. Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in straight line. Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in straight line. Now, this point is very important. See, Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in straight line. Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in straight line. See, we know that there are two possibilities. Ankit will either come in this position or he will come in this position. Now, let's say if you take, I'll draw. I hope all of you are able to follow. See, there is case 1 of circular arrangement, case 1 of linear arrangement, case 2 of circular arrangement, case 2 of linear arrangement. Whatever I am doing on the right hand side here with respect to linear arrangement is applicable for both the cases. This is general information that we have, right? So what I would do is take a duplicate of this one. Let's say Himanshu here and Ankit here. Now, understand this point. The last point said Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in the straight line. Third to the right of Ankit in the straight line. Now, let's say if you take Ankit here in this position. Amit sits third to the right of Ankit. Ankit is here, third to the right of Ankit. First, second, third. Amit would come here. Yes or no? Amit sits third to the right of Ankit. So first, second, third, Amit comes here. If you take the second part of it, Ankit is already seated here. Amit sits third to the right of Ankit. Third to the right of Ankit means what? First, second, third. Here sits Amit. Are you able to follow? The problem here is we have got more than 8 seats. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is not possible because there are total 8 persons. So going by this last point which says Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in the straight line, this case is ruled out. So clearly the order is this: Santosh dash dash Ankit, Minal, Himanshu, Amit. Right, it satisfies the last point. Amit sits third to the right of Ankit in the straight line. Third to the right of Ankit in the straight line. Now, if you see, we have already got 7 positions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we know that these are the extreme positions. So, obviously, the other 7 positions can now be filled with this order. So, just fix it. This is Santosh. I have limited space, so I'll write short, names in short. Then there are 2 blanks. Then there is Ankit. Then we have Minal. Then we have Himanshu and Amit. Similarly, in the second case, we have Santosh here, then there are 2 blank spaces, then we have Ankit, Minal, Himanshu and Amit. Are you able to follow? So, only 2 positions are left out. Okay, 2 blanks are left out in linear arrangement. Okay, now I am sure remaining data will clear it. Himanshu is not at the extreme ends. In both the cases, we have found that Himanshu is not at the extreme ends. So, let us, anyway, we have done with it. In fact, if you see, we have not used this statement at all. Himanshu is not at the extreme ends has not been used by us. Automatically, we got that Himanshu is not at the extreme end. One of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight line sits opposite to Savita in the circle. One of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight line sits opposite to Savita in the circle. Savita is not the immediate. Okay, look at this. Use this point. Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit in both the arrangements. Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit in both the arrangements. So if you use this point, Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit in both the arrangements. What happens? See, Ankit is here. Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit. Savita cannot come here. So Savita has to come here. Yes or no? Savita has to come here because she cannot be on the immediate left of Ankit. And with respect to this case, Savita is anyway not on the immediate left. So that point has been satisfied. But it is not in both the arrangements. Yeah. So this point is done. Savita is not on the immediate left of Ankit. Both arrangements is satisfied everywhere. Who else is missing here? Who are the persons? Ravi. I think Ravi comes here. Ravi comes here. With respect to the circular arrangement, the one who sits on the immediate left of, see, the one who sits on the immediate left of Minal in straight line sits on the immediate right of Minal in the circle. Now he's on the immediate left of Minal in straight line. Immediate left of Minal is Ankit. Immediate left of Minal is Ankit. So immediate left of Minal in straight line is immediate right of Minal in circle. Immediate right of Minal. So immediate right should be Ankit. So this Himanshu is closed here. Ankit cannot come here. Like what we have done in the previous case. Remember, the one who sits on the immediate left of Minal in straight line, which is Ankit here, sits on the immediate right. Immediate right is Ankit. Usha sits on the immediate left of Savita in the circle, but both are not immediate neighbours of each other in the straight line. See, we know that Usha and Savita are not immediate neighbours. Usha and Savita are not immediate neighbours, right? Usha is not an immediate neighbour of each other. Usha and Savita are not immediate neighbours of each other in the straight line. So here, anyway, Usha and Savita are not immediate neighbours. Here, if you want Usha and Savita not to be immediate neighbours, yeah, anyway satisfied because Savita is sitting here. Usha can come in any of these 2 positions. So what else is left out which can help us complete it? One of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight lines sits opposite to Savita in the circle. One of the immediate neighbours of, okay, look at this point. One of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight line. If you look at case 1, the immediate neighbour of Savita is Santosh. Yes or no? ST is Santosh, right? The point says immediate neighbour of Savita in straight line. One of the immediate neighbours of Savita. The only immediate neighbour of Savita here is Santosh. So he says the immediate neighbour of Savita is opposite to Savita in the circle. One of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight line sits opposite to Savita in the circle. So Santosh, who is an immediate neighbour of Savita here, should be opposite to Savita. But is Santosh opposite to Savita? No. Santosh is not opposite to Savita here, which means case 1 is wrong. You can eliminate this. So case 2 is correct. Now with respect to case 2, linear arrangement is done. Only circular arrangement has to be completed. Use the same point. One of the immediate neighbours of Savita in straight line sits opposite to Savita in the circle. Now who are the immediate neighbours of Savita here? Santosh and Ravi. So one of these neighbours is opposite to Savita. Already we know that Santosh is not opposite. Santosh is not opposite, you see. Santosh is, third to the left. So who should be opposite then? Ravi should be opposite. So Ravi comes here. And who is left out? Only one person is left out. Ankit, Himanshu, Minal, Ravi, Santosh, Usha, Savita, Amit. And Amit would come here. So case 2 completes the arrangement. Are you able to follow? I know this has taken a little longer because maybe I was trying to explain there, but when you do it yourself, you will be able to arrive much faster. I'm sure you would have realized that when I did it myself, when you did it yourself, you got it faster, right? So that's the point. Case 2 is correct. So I'll just explain you what we had done. We started with one circular arrangement, and for that circular arrangement there was a linear arrangement. Then we found that there is a second possibility of the circular arrangement. So we duplicated that, did one more linear arrangement for it. Whatever we had done on the right hand side here was applicable for both of them. Because in circular arrangement you can start from wherever you want on the circle. But when it comes to linear arrangement, it's not possible. You have to first represent it pictorially and then try to fix it. So the moment we got this 7 positions in this order, we fixed it to the 2 linear arrangement, because already extreme left was occupied by Savita here and by Usha here. So remaining 7 positions were filled by this pattern in this order. And then we completed the graph. Okay? Have you all followed this? Can we move to the questions? Present the questions to you all and see if you have got the right answers. Yeah. So try to answer these questions now. See, this would have taken what, about 8 to 10 minutes in the exam. I mean, if you are really lucky, you can get it in less than 8 minutes also. So a smart choice would have been to solve those 5 independent questions first, which would take about what, 3 to 4 minutes, and whatever 10-11 minutes are left out, in that you try this arrangement, instead of trying the complex assignment which is there. So you have to make a choice. If you feel that the complex assignment is easier and you start that, maybe you will find that you made a wrong choice. Those who all started with this one after solving the 5 independent questions could have scored 10 marks also, right? Answer this now. Who sits third to the left of Ravi in the circle? Third to the left of Ravi. First, second, third. Himanshu. So option C is the answer. Which of the following pairs sits at extreme ends of the row? Extreme ends are Usha and Amit. Usha and Amit. Amit and Usha. Option D. Who among the following sits on the immediate left of Amit in the circle? Immediate left of Amit. Immediate left of Amit is Santosh, right? Immediate left of Amit is Santosh. So C, D, D are the answers. Okay. Next one. The next question says, the person sitting exactly between Usha and Ankit in the straight line is sitting at what position in the circle? The person sitting exactly between Usha and Ankit. Now who is sitting exactly between Usha and Ankit in the straight line? See, Usha is here and Ankit is here. So it's exactly between Usha and Ankit. Exactly between Usha and Ankit is Savita, right? See, the person sitting exactly between Usha and Ankit. So the one who's actually there are 3 persons between Usha and Ankit: Santosh, Savita and Ravi. But exactly between Usha and Ankit is Savita, right? So basically we can replace this part. Savita, because the person who is sitting exactly between Usha and Ankit is Savita. Savita is sitting at what position in the circle? Savita is sitting at what position in the circle? Now where is Savita? Savita is sitting here, right? So what position in the circle? You have to anyway look at the options, because Savita is sitting at what position in the circle? There can be 100 ways of looking at it. So go by the options. Second to the right of Minal. Is it second to the right of Minal? No, this is second to the left of Minal. So option A is wrong. Immediate right of Ravi? No way. Opposite to Ravi. Between Himanshu and Usha? Yes, between Himanshu and Usha. You see, Savita is sitting between Himanshu and Usha. So C is correct. Again, if you want, you can verify 4th option also. Third to the left of Santosh? No, third to the right of Santosh. So option C is the correct answer. Next question. The one who's sitting in the left end of the row is sitting at what position in the circle? Again the same point. The one who's sitting on the left end of the row. Who is sitting on the left end of the row? Usha. Right? The one who's sitting on the left end of the row is Usha. So what is Usha's position in the circle? You have to go by options. Go by options. Between Minal and Ankit? No, not between Minal and Ankit. Immediate right of Savita? No, immediate left of Savita. Between Santosh and Usha? How can Usha sit between Santosh and Usha? Remember, we are talking about Usha, the one who is sitting in the left end of the row. So basically Usha. So replace that question, part of the question. Usha is sitting at what position in the circle? Usha cannot sit between Santosh and Usha. Second to the right of Santosh? Yes, second to the right of Santosh. You see, first and second to the right of Santosh. Usha is sitting second to the right of Santosh. Option D. Okay, so C and D.